So I picked up this Voodoo Ranger from New Belgium last night. This juicy, hazy IPA. Thought I'd try to kind of do a little thoughts on hazy IPAs. Not really thoughts, but explain it. So it's been a point of contention already just in our first few videos on Chug. Old school brewers are very much about the super clear beer thing and don't get the hazies. Young brewers are all about it because it's just kind of a thing that's been here and why not. And then you have some that are in between and, kind of understand all the arguments, but hey, it's beer. So what is it? So the truth is clear beer has been around for a long time. In fact, a lot of people for a long time could say you could really tell the difference between, say, a home brew and a professional brew just by looking at it, because home brewers a lot of times don't have access to filters or to lagering chambers where they can really work to clear the beer out. Therefore, sort of clarity being this contention or point of contention of almost a sign of beer skill, of brew skill, sort of. So where'd they come from? So what happened was, up in New England, so many home brewers and some beer people still refer to these New England IPAs or IPAs as opposed to hazy. So the idea is all comes in hop additions. So in the hop additions, it comes with adding hops. You've heard some of this on the show, super late. So as opposed to using them early in a boil that releases the bittering oils that are in the hop plant, you do them all super late. Especially like after your boil is even finished in your whirlpool, which is where you swirl your wort around and try to kind of collect all the solids in the middle, which helps to get clear beer in the end. Also, it's a dry hop, which is after fermentation. You add them in. That's done in a lot of even American and West Coast IPAs. There's also some of these additions you put in like halfway through fermentations, and then double and triple dry hop. Tons of hops, tons of late. The idea of that getting just more aromas and more fruitiness, or flavor rather, of the fruitiness of these hops. Also, they use a lot of hops that have more fruit character, like oranges and tangerines and even melons and passion fruits, as opposed to the kind of pine tree and Christmas tree and just grapefruity things that we've been so used to in the West Coast IPAs. So from my understanding, and I wish I could reference a podcast I heard this on, but I can't, the original breweries up in New England that started doing this, the haze wasn't even what they were after. They were just after the flavors and the aromas. The haze was a sort of the after effect. You have to drink these super fast because when you use hops diminish over time in beer. They work as a preservative of beer, but they also diminish in their character. So because there's so many super late, you're trying to get that big thing, you have to drink these super fresh. So you can't really let these hang around and lager for a month to clear out or anything of that nature. So it's just kind of, it is what it is. For some reason, the haze was that aspect that people really jumped on. And so now you get people brewing, some of them I've had are even just straight up IPAs. They don't even have the big fruit bowl thing going on. And they'll throw oats in it, or they'll throw wheats in it, different ingredients to produce a haziness. It's kind of weird. So the New England IPA has kind of even become official beer style as far as like, I believe it got added to the BCJP list as an official style, but I think it's even in there as a hazy IPA, which is kind of weird to me. But anyway, for some reason that visual took hold and people jumped on, and now you see things that are just called haze IPA. This one actually is juicy IPA, juicy referring to those fruit juice kind of flavors and aromas, and this one really has a lot of it. This thing is delicious. As you've heard us talk about in the show, if you're not particularly a hophead, these are a great entry to try to get your palate built up to be able to take those sort of hop notes and enjoy them for what they are. And once you get where you're really enjoying these, you can start adding in some of the sort of bitter West Coast IPAs possibly, or American pales or German pales, and then or English pales, and then working your way up if that's something that you want to do, because there's a lot of great beers out there that once you get your palate on that hop level, you can really take advantage of some of the different things out there. Anyhow, I hope that makes some kind of sense of this whole hazy trend and hazy thing and exactly kind of what that is and why, in fact, you're drinking hazy beers now. It's kind of funny, though, one of the things that's happened is because of the hazy thing, the consumers have really relaxed on the whole idea of clinging to and wanting clear beers inherently as a thing. And so now seeing, especially in a lot of the small brew pubs and stuff, clarity's just out the window. I mean, things that aren't even New England style IPAs or hazy IPAs are just served super quickly and haven't given the time to clear up because people just quite frankly aren't really holding a candle to that aspect. So kind of an interesting trend. The fact of the matter is, hazy or not, beer can still taste and smell wonderful. So, I guess throw one of your senses out and enjoy the other ones. Anyway, cheers. Have a good day.
Stop. I can't breathe. Stop.
Oh,
boy,
dear.
I think she's actually hurt.
No, I think she is.
Yeah, she's
Ouch.
hurt. She took a hard fall off there. Boy,
Okay.
gosh, I hope she's okay.